Hey guys, it's the House Hacking Mom. Today's video is going to be all about how I got my baby to sleep through the night using a great nighttime routine and a special resource that I will tell you all about in the video. So let's jump right in. I wanted to tell you all about how she is finally sleeping all the way through the night. This is something we have been working on since probably about 4 months old. I wasn't super worried about it, to be honest. I knew it's normal for babies not to sleep through the night for a while, and there was a period of time where with breastfeeding, I was worried that she wasn't getting enough, so I really wasn't too anxious to drop that night feeding. So I held on to that night feeding for quite a while, and then around 7.5, 8 months, I figured, okay, now she's eating some solids too. I'm not really worried about her getting enough food. She's been gaining weight beautifully. We decided to go ahead and start sleep training in earnest. Now, if you have any questions about sleep training, I super highly recommend this book called Precious Little Sleep. This book is super helpful. It talks about napping, it talks about sleeping through the night, scheduling, all those sorts of things. It's super helpful. It's newborn through toddler age, and super highly recommend this book. We have had a nighttime routine since she was super little. Our usual nighttime routine, we start with a good nurse, and then we do a bath if she needs a bath. We do a nice little massage with some oil, avocado oil or coconut oil, and then do PJs. We read Goodnight Moon, and then I put her to sleep awake. And we have done that since she was very little. And she would sleep for, 5 to 7 hours that first stretch for quite a while. So she was still waking up around, midnight, between midnight and 2 a.m. is where she would wake up and have that feeding. But most people consider, a 5 to 7 hour stretch of sleep technically sleeping through the night. But when I say she's sleeping through the night now, I mean that she is actually sleeping from about 7:30 until 6 a.m. about in the morning. So now we are completely sleeping through the night. Some tips to help your baby sleep through the night and nap well. Number one, I would say make sure you have a good sound machine. You don't need anything fancy. You just want something that makes a nice loud fan noise. Make sure you're putting your baby to bed awake so that when they do, stir and wake up in the middle of the night, as everyone does, even adults, they're not wondering, where am I? I fell asleep in mommy's arms and now I'm here in the crib. This is not where I want to be. That way they are falling asleep in the same place that they might wake up. That way they're falling asleep in the same place that they might wake up during the night. And that helps them to soothe themselves back to sleep. If you're having trouble dropping that nighttime feeding, I do recommend trying to shorten it, little by little, maybe over the course of 2 weeks or so. And then that way, if they do wake up in the middle of the night, okay, well, I usually only nurse for 2 to 4 minutes at this point anyway. So I know they're not starving, they're not using that for a big nighttime calorie meal. It's more just for comfort, so you don't have to worry if they need to fuss a little bit at night, and you can leave them there. Now, of course, the question is, did we have to use the cry it out method in the end to get her to stay asleep? And I would say yes and no. We did have to let her cry for quite a while, for 2 to 3 nights in a row. She definitely cried for quite a long period of time. But it's not like we had to let her cry for hours and hours and hours on end, or that she cried all through the night. So I definitely think that training your young baby to sleep through the night is absolutely possible. It is a little bit challenging, but I know many parents who did it from as early as a couple months old. They were getting their kids to sleep through the night. I think the main concern with that, especially if you have a breastfed baby, remember that breast milk digests pretty quickly. It does not keep a baby full for as long as, say, formula. So because of that, you want to make sure that you're not dropping your night feedings too early on. You want to make sure your baby is gaining weight well, and that you kind of get the go-ahead from your pediatrician that it is all right for you to start dropping those night feedings. So now, super quick, I'm just going to show you our nighttime routine. And tonight I did it actually a little bit backwards. I gave her bath first because she was just disgusting after eating her dinner. So I went ahead and gave her a bath first. And I'm going to go ahead and give her lotion massage as well. And then we are going to nurse, read our book, and go to bed. So this is just to give you an idea of what a good nighttime routine looks like for your baby in order to help them sleep through the night. a beautiful day. Good